Hello, thank you for taking the time to view this overview of Binary Tree's migration product, CMT for Exchange. CMT for Exchange migrates Lotus Notes domino information into the Microsoft Exchange platform. Binary Tree has over 15 years of experience in the area of messaging, and we have taken our proven migration processes and our renowned award-winning migration engine and streamlined them into this one easy and simple to use product. CMT for Exchange has a capacity to migrate domino mail files, local mail archives, room and resource reservation databases, mail-in databases, as well as document and discussion databases. This product has an incredible, unique, extensive feature set. And for further information and a more technical look into this product, please contact us for more information. To walk through a typical migration process itself begins with the configuration of the product. As you can see underneath configuration, there's some steps that need to be configured. And step number 1, in the settings, you need to configure your domino settings, your LDAP settings, as well as some additional settings. In step number 2, we configure a migration profile. And in a migration profile, you're configuring your source options of what you'd like to migrate and your destination options of where things will be migrated to. In this third step under configurations, you will be configuring an address translation table. And the address translation table is created to ensure complete data integrity and functionality of email replyability by creating an address translation table to ensure that all the combinations of your domino name get properly mapped to a generic, universally recognized format of an SMTP address. Lastly, underneath configuration and step 4, we're going to be looking at message templates. Message templates are emails that are used to ease the pain of migration for your end user community. These templates range from performing actions such as synchronizing your contacts from your local name and address book to decrypting encrypted items in a user's mail file prior to migration, as well as we have just pre and post migration messages just to communicate to your end users to let them know what will be happening. The next step after configuration is the mail file migration itself. And in the mail file migration, there's 2 steps that we walk through. First is the preparation of importing your users into the product. After you import them in from the Domino server name and address book, you'd audit your mail files, audit your end users to find out what exactly is in their mail file. Do you have access to them? And our simple and easy to use navigator promotes your users through these steps, so you always know where every user is in every single step. So after a user is audited, then they would be promoted to the next step, which is notifying your users for any required actions. And in this step, you can see that you can send users those email notifications or those templates we discussed before to perform those types of actions we talked about, such as synchronizing contacts or decrypting encrypted mail. You can also see in this view, after the audit is performed, you have things like a check mark for mail file access. You can see if your end users have people included in their mail file, if they have encrypted items, if they have journal items. So this view really allows you to help determine what type of notification or template or email that you'd want to send to your end users. After they've communicated that, and then they'll get put into the pending responses view, and then they will be moved down into the match domino users and Active Directory users. In this view, we're matching users from your Domino directory into your Active Directory. And what we're doing is we're looking for a match from their notes information to their Exchange information. And the reason we do that is because if we want to migrate directly into their Exchange mailbox, we need to have a match between the 2 different systems. So you're simply just matching your users between the 2 directories. After the preparation, we then migrate. In the migration steps, there's a couple steps here. In this first step, you set the migration profile. This is what we configured back up in configuration, and you can choose which migration profile that you would like to use on your users. So at this stage, you could set multiple migration profiles, and you could create multiple migration profiles and select which one you'd like to apply to each user, creating multiple settings. In step number 2 under migration is where you actually perform the migration of a user. And you can see I have some users in a pending status, and this is where you actually trigger your users and the engine is run and the data is moved from one system into the next. Lastly, there's some post-migration. You can also send a post-migration notification in your new user environment, letting them know that their migration is complete and that they have now moved into the new Exchange platform. We also have several advanced settings, and you can request a further deep dive into this product for more information. But this was just a quick overview of the steps that you would walk through for a complete migration, from configuring our settings, creating a migration profile, ensuring email replyability, message templates, and walking them through the necessary steps of a migration. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.